So tonight we're talking about Google Places. Why this month did we choose to talk about Google Places? Because it's Google Places' birthday! Woo-hoo! 2 years old. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Google Places. Happy birthday to you.
How many more?
Yay! Google Places! Realized it was something that we hadn't covered. And why it's relevant to this club is because you can link your Google Places account to your AdWords account as well. So we're going to talk about how that's done. Even though Google Places is essentially an SEO platform, because of the fact that you can use it in your AdWords, we want it optimized. So that's why we're covering it today. So what is it? Google is this huge website that we use as a search engine, where they're offering Google Places pages for free to business owners to help you be found, because there are so many searches performed on the local level, and unless you can invest a lot of time, energy, and money into optimizing your website for locally based terms, you're not going to show up in those first pages. So they created Google Places to help the local businesses with local focus come up in that first page of search results. Now, until, I don't know the exact date, but a number of months ago, they called it the 7-pack. You would do a search for the local business you were looking for, and you would see a list of 7 come up with a map at the top and all the organic results behind it. They then switched that to now the map's coming up over here on the right. The organic result, or the Places results are still in the middle, and the other organic results were below that. Now they've changed it again. They're kind of only showing 3 results instead of the 7, and what's happening. So it's a living, breathing organism, just like everything else that Google is. It's always changing, and you always need to stay on top of it. So we're going to talk about some best practices today. So that's a little bit about what it is. It's easy to create and to complete most of the time. I'm not saying there's not some hurdles. You ask for your PIN number, they send it to you, and you can't claim your listing. There's some goofy things like that do happen from time to time. But we're hoping to be able to work through all those bugs tonight. It helps you appear in search results in the first search results page and the group at the top. And this is another place that your clients can leave reviews. I've seen some reports that the reviews are what sells people to make that phone call. They will bypass the photos and the videos. All these things are part of what we do to optimize the page, and go right for the review. So at the end of the talk tonight, one of the last things we'll talk about is how to get the reviews and how to respond to those. So why bother doing it? Because 97%, Google says 97% of consumers search for local businesses online. There's another statistic out there that says 67% of all searches have local intent. So it's a big deal for businesses to claim and own and optimize their places. And it's an additional opportunity to appear on page 1. You've got your paid search, which is through their AdWords program, which you can pretty much get in the top position if you tweak it appropriately. You've got your organic results, which is a lot of work you have to put into your website with your backlinks and your title tags and all the on-page and off-page stuff that you have to do to increase your SEO rankings. And then you've got this third option for the Google Places page. So you really can have 3 spots on one page of results, which is pretty powerful if you think about it. And it gives you an opportunity to collect social proof through the use of those reviews. People go onto the site and they see what other people are saying about it, and that gives them the confidence to actually pick up the phone and call you. So in your listings, these are all the things that we're going to talk about as far as the how-to in listings tonight. You will put your company information, a description. The description's pretty brief, a couple sentences. You can describe your payment options, list your hours of operation. You'll choose categories. Now categories, it's kind of a big deal in how you choose your categories. When you start typing categories, Google will give you a drop-down menu of other categories that it thinks match what you're starting to type in. When you choose one of those, you are choosing a Google-determined category. If you start typing something else in and you're not seeing that drop-down, it's a custom category now that you're adding. There are two schools of thought on choosing your categories. One is to choose all Google-created categories. It's based on keyword research. It's based on all of their data. Another one is you're required to at least choose one of the Google categories. The other school of thought is, yeah, choose that one listing that Google created for you, but do all the other ones as custom because you're more likely to appear in those search results for those custom. I've tested both. I still always come up. It doesn't matter. So it's going to be a matter of you actually testing what works for you for your page, and you choose your categories. And you'll understand what more I'm talking about when we get into building it. Your service areas. We'll get into how you choose where your listing is going to be shown and what some of the requirements are that Google sets for what you can choose as your service area. And of course, photos, videos, we'll talk about how you optimize for those. And then more additional information that you can add to more enhance your listing. So, okay, going live. So 2 of our members tonight have active places pages. Vanessa's Flowers. Okay, here's something fun about Vanessa's Flowers. He owns page 1. Here he is. It's Victor. Victor, give a shout out.
Hello.
So he's in the position number 2 for his paid search ad. And you notice this?
That's his place, is Mark on them?
It's, are you doing AdWords Express? You don't know.
In the very beginning, I paid them to do it.
Okay. I don't have clients who do AdWords Express, but it's my understanding that when you do AdWords Express, you get this added to your ad.
Is that where they do it for you in the beginning?
Yes.
Yes, I paid them like $300
Okay.
5.5 years ago.
All right. If you're not doing AdWords Express, which is Google's really drummed down version of AdWords for small businesses who just want Google to do it for them and they automate everything. You have no control over any of that stuff. It's a good program for really small businesses. So Victor is using AdWords Express. It's optimized his Google AdWords ad by including this little address and phone number here. This florist, you see their address and phone number here because they have used the extensions within their AdWords program. So there's 2 ways that you can enhance your AdWords ad, either through the AdWords Express program or through using the AdWords extensions in your AdWords ad. So we're going to talk about using your Places page as an extension in your AdWords ad tonight. So I just wanted to clarify that because you're going to see the address is appearing in 2 different ways, and that's why. One is using the AdWords Express program. One is actually using your Google AdWords program and linking it to your Places page. And that's this one up here.
Is that sparse?
Yes. So here's Victor's enhanced ad. Here's Victor's place page. He's in position number 1. And then, if I'm not mistaken, here he is on the first page. Well, there's your Facebook and Yelp. Oh, but your website doesn't show. Oh, here it is. And his website, too. So,
Plymouth, Florist, Michigan.
he's
Victor
named.
was.
the-
I
yeah,
guess you
Florida-
wanted flowers in Plymouth, Michigan.
You're going to...
He's the only one you can get them
no
from.
way around it. That's right.
And the other thing is I don't know what they did with Magnolia and Rybar, but they just jumped ahead of me in the past week.
Really?
So, yeah, I'm not sure what's...
What are you going to do about it?
Well, I'll talk to somebody that I contract with to help me work on it.
Let me know how that goes for you. Okay, so still looking at Victor's listing. If we click on it, this is what will show up. You get the map, you get whatever image you choose to put on here, and then all of the information that you have filled in on your account. Okay? So right now, let me take a little poll. Who currently does not have a Google Places page? One,
I'll never do it with
2,
golf.
3, 4.
Found out I had one.
Oh, you do? Okay, let me see hands who does have Places page. Okay. All right, good.
Now, do you have to be a brick and mortar to have a Places page?
Yes, you have to have a physical address that can't be a PO
Can you
box.
be self-employed and use your home address?
If you want, it's your choice. That's a good question. If you work from home, do you want to have a Places page that points to your physical home address? Personal decision. There's no right or wrong. Angel.
Which of his options did you choose? I just want to follow you.
Oh, it's an A.
Oh, so you used the A.
Yeah, click the A.
option.
Mhm. Jeanette?
I've just been banging my head against the wall for a couple months trying to claim the page.
Yeah, we've had a similar.
Yeah, so that's just what I have.
Okay.
I don't know who put it up there, but there it is.
Okay, we'll get through that, yeah. So I wonder if you've tried going through maps to try to claim it.
I've kind of tried everything. They mailed me at the end.
Oh,
Yeah.
you two should sit together.
Yeah, they have.
Yes, Scott.
What do you do when you move?
Change your address.
You get, so the same, you know,
You don't have to. Your listing is editable.
what if you move and you change names? Is there benefit to,
Good question. I haven't come across that yet.
well, you just did.
What would happen if you? I would think you could just edit your listing. It's yours. Why? You've got all that information already built into it. You've got the reviews already built into it.
What if you don't have anything?
That's a non-question, really.
Right, we don't
Take
have
it with
anything.
you or create a new
I'm
one.
actually shocked that I found our place. I didn't even know we'd set up the old
Yeah.
place.
Oh, okay.
All
All right. Okay. So.